Hello and welcome back. This is one of the videos in the series of verbs. In this lesson, we will learn how to use am to, is to, are to, was to, were to, comparing with has to, have to, had to, will have to, and shall have to. These verbs are very confusing, but I will make it easy for you. So let's start with rule number 1 for am to, is to, and are to. They have this following structure as you can see on the screen. Subject followed by am to, is to, or are to means to followed by verb first form, which is an infinitive. Keep that structure in mind to solve errors in your exams. These verbs are used for telling present intentions or what one is going to do. Means you can use them for showing future intentions also. Well, am to is used with I only, and is to is used with he, she, it, or singular noun, and are to is used with we, they, you, and plural noun. Let's see some examples. I am to catch the train. If you notice, to is followed by verb first form, which is an infinitive, and I am to catch the train means there is no compulsion on me for catching the train. I am just telling it in a general way. And in the next sentence, she is to study. Again, there is no force on her for studying. She may study or may not. In the same way, Mary and John, or we can say they, are to go for a movie. There is no compulsion. No one is compelling them to go for a movie. And last, it is to entertain all. Rule number 2 is for was to and were to. They also have this following structure. Subject followed by was to or were to, and then followed by verb first form, and followed by adjunct. They are used for telling past intention or what one was going to do in the past. Was to is used with he, she, it, or singular noun, and were to is used with we, they, you, and plural noun. Let's take some couple of examples. I was to catch the train means there was no compulsion on me to catch the train. It was up to me that to catch the train or not. And similarly, she was to study means there was no compulsion on her to study. And similarly, Mary and John were to go for a movie, and at the last it was to entertain all. Remember that these all sentences showing no force and no obligation on the speaker or on the subject. But when there is a compulsion or obligation in the sentence, we use has to and have to. They also have following structure: subject followed by has to or have to, and then verb first form. They used to show compulsion in present tense. Has to is used with he, she, it, and singular noun, and have to is used with I, we, you, they, and plural noun. These verbs are equivalent to must, and must shows compulsion. Let's take some couple of sentences. I have to catch the train. I am strongly obligated to catch the train. There is no other way. And similarly, she has to study. There is no other way. She has to study anyway. Mary and John, or I can say they, have to get up early in the morning. There is compulsion on them to get up early in the morning. There is no other way for them. Now, rule number 4. Had to is used to show compulsion in past, and it has the following structure: subject followed by had to, and then verb first form. Now for had to, you don't need to care about which verb is to use with plural or singular subject, because had to is used with all the subjects. Like in the sentence, I had to catch the train means there was no other way but to catch the train. And at last, Mary and John, or they had to cook food at home means it was compulsion on them to cook food at home. Let's move on to last rule. Rule number 5 for will have to and shall have to. They are used to show compulsion in future or for any action pressurized to subject to do any specific task. Then use will have to and shall have to. They have following structure: subject followed by will have to and shall have to, and then followed by verb first form. Shall have to is used with I and we, and will have to is used with you, they, he, she, and all singular and all plural nouns. Let's take some examples. She will have to catch the train means she is obligated to do so, or else she will suffer any sort of loss. And in the same way, Mary and John, or they, will have to cook food at home means they will be obligated to cook food at home. And at last, I shall have to persuade her. Shall have to is used with I. Remember this structure. This will help you in solving your error questions in your exams. Now it's time to know what you have learned. In this exercise, I have left blank in each sentence, and there are options against each sentence. I want to choose the correct one for each sentence. Okay, stop the video, try the exercise and check your answers. I hope you all did well today as well. See you in the next video with again a new topic. Till then, bye bye.